Team USA, we are ready to roll.
Extraordinary moments. Beautiful night for some football. Skying to the rim.
Joey Logano steps into history.
A lot of stars for you on Sunday Night Football.
16 Sundays until Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, and we are in the Bay tonight as the countdown continues. The San Francisco 49ers welcoming in the Atlanta Falcons.
This place home for Super Bowl 60.
I just tell the guys, you got to take every game as a Super Bowl.
Show me what you got.
Matthews got 5 in London. I've laid an egg.
Bijan, mustard.
In for a touchdown. A.J. Brown. Magnificent. Here goes Bijan Robinson.
This is the game of the week, every single week.
Oh, my goodness.
Rodney, you the man, but Maria, show me what you got.
And when you're the guy for my hometown team, you're the man. It's a meeting that we have tonight between two of the NFL's top running backs. Bijan Robinson, you just heard from him, of the Falcons. He's the league's leader in yards from scrimmage through 6 weeks, and he's going up against Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers. And guess what? The 49ers get back their guy, George Kittle. What's up? Welcome back. He had a hamstring injury, and he's already playing games with us. You ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I guess we matched up on that one. Let's go ahead to our football night alerts and see if some of these games are getting called. We see the Cowboys, they're up big, and Jaden Daniels goes down with a hamstring, Chris.
Yeah, you don't want to see this right here. Right leg injury, certainly. He's out of the game. It's a Dallas offense that's been on fire the whole football game, so they need Jaden Daniels. And this certainly isn't going to help. Marcus Mariota, the backup quarterback, under pressure, trying to make a play. Uh-oh, it's Mr. Pick Six himself. That's right, Deron Bland, Pick Six. Cowboys rolling at home, 41-22.
Did someone say Mr. Make a Play? How about that's all the Giants are doing right now in Denver?
The Giants have been making plays all day. Right here, Jackson Dart. Sometimes it's good to be lucky. Tips it upfield. Johnson catches it, finds the end zone. Giants up 10, but just got an interception by the Broncos, and let's see what they do.
Yeah, just a 10-point game right there in Denver, but the Colts are rolling, and Jonathan Taylor, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, the Cinderella story continues for the Colts. Daniel Jones threw a couple touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor got 3 himself. They're awfully good on offense.
Colts one of 2 teams with only 1 loss on the season. So did the Bucks, and we also have a tight game in Arizona.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett, Trey McBride have been tearing it up for the Cardinals offense. This is Tucker Kraft. Touchdown right here, 2020. Cardinals got a field goal. The Packers are punting right now.
Ooh, that one's going to come down to the wire. We'll keep you updated throughout. What's up, everyone? Maria Taylor still here. Devin McCourty, Jason Garrett joining me. And today, we got to see 2 teams that played in last season's Super Bowl. They picked up some important wins, but let's start with Philly and Minnesota and what we saw.
Yeah, I caught up with Devonta Smith after the game. He said, we wanted to do some things that we kind of been doing, but do them a little differently, and we saw that. But ultimately, it came down to our guys are better than your guys, and it showed up in a big way.
No doubt. Minnesota came in with the plan, we're going to stop Saquon Barkley, and we're going to pressure Jalen Hurts. Didn't work out very well, because what happened was the outside guys, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, they exposed that single coverage. They had over 300 yards receiving, and they blew that Minnesota defense right out of the stadium.
Yeah, meanwhile, Kansas City Chiefs, they were rolling. Patrick Mahomes didn't even have to play in the 4th quarter, and they had a shutout at home.
Maria, they got their swagger back. That look that we've seen for the last decade, they got it back, and a big reason is they got their second best offensive player back, Rashee Rice. They got him involved early. He had 2 touchdowns. More than that, though, he opened up things for the other guys. They had 30 first downs. Yeah. The Raiders had 3. I've never seen anything like it.
You know what it was like? The Raiders had no idea what was going on. Andy Reid and Mahomes sat there this week. They were like, hey, let's put this in. He's back this, that. The Raiders were like, whoa. Yeah. Next thing you know, the game's over. Mahomes is sitting in the whole 4th quarter.
Yeah, they probably still have stars in their eyes as they head back. But you mentioned dominance. Guess what? That's exactly what we saw in that 31-0 blowout. The Chiefs had those 30 first downs compared to just 3 for the Raiders. I mean, there's more dominance, though, that we've seen across the pond as well. The Rams beating up on the Jaguars in London, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, the Jaguars, London's supposed to be their hometown. But Matthew Stafford, they go out there, no Puka. The best receiver in football, he's out there, no problem. Doesn't matter. Matthew Stafford, lots of throws to the tight end throughout the day. Throws 5 touchdown passes over in London. Look at that quick little throw to Devonta Adams. They featured him, certainly. He had 3 touchdowns on the day. Another big pass down the field on a 4th down. Big win for the Rams overseas in London. Way to go. Now we stay here in the States. Yeah, missing Mike. How you feeling right now, Tennessee Titans, without this guy? It's been all downhill ever since he's left, and it's been all uphill ever since he got to New England. Drake May's on fire. Their whole team. You see Austin Hooper in the back of the end zone. Drake May, again, deep down the field here to Kayshon Boutte. They're running the ball. They're playing defense. I mean, I don't know, Jason Garrett. You tell me. I get vibes of Bill Parcells from Mike Vrabel a lot.
Yeah, you know, he connects with his guys. They love playing for him. You see him shaking their hands coming out. He just added an identity back to your New England Patriots.
Ooh, okay, guys, we got an alert while Jason recovers from that pec issue he's going to have from that.
Oh, no, Maria. Devin said it. Jackson Dart threw an interception, backed up, and here's R.J. Harvey in a goal-to-go situation, and now it's getting a little tight. Come on, G-Men.
Let's go. 3-point game right now in Denver. All right, from there, we go back out to the Bay. We got Jack, Tony, and Rodney standing by with all those 49ers fans.
Maria, sun is shining, life is good. San Francisco has been a lot of injuries. Despite all that, they're 4-2 coach. They're undefeated in the division. The bad news, Fred Warner, we saw what happened to him last week. But the good news, coach, George Kittle, we just saw him. He's back tonight.
Yeah, and that's great news because they need him. I believe they need him even more than they need their starting quarterback, Brock Purdy, back. George Kittle is a talented playmaker, but he brings attitude, Rodney. Toughness, point of attack blocking. He'll help them get that run game.
George Kittle is their second best blocker behind Trent Williams. And like you talked about, he brings that attitude. But also, no one on the Falcons can defend him one-on-one. So I expect them to play a lot of zone and try to disrupt him when he comes off the line of scrimmage.
And guys, we're talking today, the 49ers defense, it's almost unrecognizable compared to what we're used to. 8 new starters, mentioned Fred Warner being out. Nick Bosa, he's also out for the season. I mean, Rodney, how do you play winning defense without those guys and others?
I don't think they can stop the Falcons. I think the Falcons can score 25, 30 points on them, Coach. That defense, especially in the secondary at the safety position, they're struggle.
The Falcons are leading the league in rushing. Bijan Robinson's great. I don't believe they can stop them, and that's why I think the offense running the football for San Francisco, creating time of possession, keep that Atlanta offense off the field. That's what they need.
They got to let Michael Penix go. They got to stop kind of guarding him. Let him go. Let him play. Open it up.
And you had a conversation with Bijan Robinson this week coming up. Anything we should expect?
Yeah, man. He's the best back in the NFL right now.
Best back in
and
the
one of the nicest guys in the NFL, too.
What's that?
One of the nicest guys.
McCaffrey may have something to say about that on the other side. No matter which team has the ball, electricity will be on the grass, just like it was in pregame warm-ups with Rodney about broke a rib. We'll be back Atlanta in San Francisco on a West Coast Sunday night.
Check in on tonight's football night. Fitz, Devin, what are we seeing coming down the red carpet?
Oh, George Kittle, this is just classic. He comes ready for business, throwing a T-shirt and jeans, nothing more, nothing less. Ooh, Bijan. Do you I wear short shorts? And when you work on your quads, you show off the shorts, shoes, sock combo. I'm not sure. Oh, Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne's a little older, so you come in, you throw on the chains and let him know. Turtleneck in the Bay is game time. Kendrick Bourne Sunday night. He's ready.
Meanwhile, the do-rag never misses.
Michael Penix Jr., he says, you know my look, and I'm coming with the same look to do the same thing I do on primetime. That's win football games.
All he does is win. All right, the Broncos trying to win. They were down by as many as 19 in this one.
The Broncos are comfortable in this formation. I mean, in this position. And coming back again, fourth quarter, we saw it against the Eagles. Here's Evan Ingram. The Broncos are in field goal range.
Yep, they're driving. They could tie it up with that field goal, and the Packers just had a 4th and 2 on this one.
Yep, we got a 4th down here. You're seeing Jordan Love. I guess Tucker Kraft again. That's his go-to guy for this Green Bay Packers offense. They're going to have a chance to score a touchdown here.
Yeah, and we'll keep an eye on that. We also had our eye on the Saints and the Bears a little bit earlier today. Dennis Allen, remember the head coach of the Saints a year ago, let go during the midseason. Now his defense getting a chance against Spencer Rattler and the Saints.
Maria, and they showed up. They took the ball away 4 times in this game. Nashawn Wright with the pick right here.
They get happy. Okay. It's giving the Monsters of Midway a little bit. Then DeAndre Swift, 11-yard rush. That's good.
Yeah, Chicago had the ball for over 36 minutes, rushed for over 200. Tell you what, big win for Ben Johnson. That's 4 in a row for the Bears.
Yeah, look at this scene, though, in the locker room. Dennis Allen getting the game ball, Jason.
Look at that. How good is that?
Got revenge against his
That's
old
why we do this right there, Sims. Are you kidding me?
Little camaraderie.
Get your dance on, Coach.
You can tell they like their coach.
You can tell they love him, and the defense played great. All right, 2006, I want to take y'all back. Two lefty quarterbacks facing off. Chris Sims, Michael Vick. Who do you think won?
Michael won that one.
Oh, okay.
Right? I won
Just
two,
that
though.
one?
I
Just
won
that
two.
one?
Okay,
We don't have video of that.
I was more Tua in that matchup, as you'll see here.
Okay, well, let's find out. Sloppy day on the shores of Lake Erie. Gabriel making his first start in Cleveland. Didn't matter because of that guy.
Yeah, weather was ugly, and that fit Cleveland today. Quinshon Junkins did everything. Scored here, scored in the Wildcat. He said, just give me the ball, and I'm going to score a touchdown. Keep your helmet on, young man.
Yeah, don't do that. 3 touchdowns. So I don't care what's going on. Meanwhile, Tua really struggled. A pick 6 on this one.
Breaking news, Tua struggles in bad weather. Interception, Tyson Chandler. 3 interceptions for Tua, just did not go the Dolphins' way today. Bad showing.
Yeah, they're 1-6, and we welcome in Mike Florio here. The Dolphins that had the worst start under Mike McDaniel. What are you hearing about his future with the Dolphins?
Well, I'm told, Maria, that the plan from owner Stephen Ross was to give both Mike McDaniel and the general manager Chris Greer all of the season to see where things went. Now they're 1-6. They lose to the previously 1-5 Browns in blowout fashion. That timetable could change, and it could change quickly. Stephen Ross has owned the team since 2009. He's fired 4 coaches. 2 of them during the season. After the game, Mike McDaniel said he refuses to think about his job, but it's something that everyone is going to be thinking about, especially into tomorrow. And one last note, whoever the coach is next year, Tua Tagovailoa has $54 million fully guaranteed, so that's going to have to be dealt with.
Yeah, and Tua right now, 1 touchdown, 6 interceptions over the last 6 games. Guys, we got an alert in Denver. What is the latest, Chris?
It's not good if you're a Giants fan. Let me just tell you that, okay? This is the 3rd touchdown in the last 5 minutes for the Denver Broncos offense. The Giants were up 19-0. Now they're down 30-26. But we do have Jackson Dart, so watch out.
Okay, we're watching, okay? We're going to keep you updated. Guess what? Next week, we kick off, or tip off, the NBA on NBC. We'll be in Oklahoma City as Kevin Durant and the Rockets come to OKC as they unveil their banners, get their rings, and then no LeBron James for the first time in his career with the Lakers, but we'll get Luka and Stephen Curry to round out the night. The NBA on NBC tips off Tuesday.
Come on, guys. Earn your Sunday.
This is Football Night in America. Earn your Sunday with Lowe's.
It feels good to earn your Sunday.
Great grits. How about some more?
Give me those grits.
Intercepted.
It is an amazing statistic.
The defensive unit has set a new modern record.
No touchdown. 129 points. And the fun of it was nobody knows who was on the team.
That's what you call getting hit.
We're going to come after you. I can remember 3 plays we didn't blitz.
He's been on the ground a lot today.
What they accomplished is greater than any defense that ever played. That team will live forever.
Come on, Coach. You remember the grits blitz?
I do. They were eating those grits and bringing the heat, and nobody was ready for it.
What year was that?
They sure were. 1977, if it worked.
My rookie year.
Wow, that was
why not? 48 years later, the Falcons, they're still blitzing almost 50% of the time. New DC defensive coordinator and Jeff Ulbrich, he's done a job. From 23rd in total defense last season to 1st in both total defense and pass defense this year. Helps when you have guys like that. Xavier Watts, as well as Jesse Bates, the emotional leader and the leading tackler. And Rodney caught up with Bates earlier today.
You guys struggled on some downhill runs. I expect Kyle Shanahan to do the same thing. What's the game plan against that?
Yeah, they pride themselves on, getting their run game going. And then that usually opens up their play action pass and their shot routes downfield. So that'll be key for sure. Stop the run, no doubt.
Number 1 defense in the league. How did that happen?
Hey, man, we got a new DC in Jeff Ulbrich, who's played this game at a high level. He's able to have his presence, I think, just has a lot to do with how we play on defense. Our style of play, our connection with one another, it's just different.
George Kittle is back. You know they're going to be excited about getting him involved in the offense. How do you guys slow him down?
Yeah, you know, like I said, it's always run, and then next thing you know, Kittle's off the boot, or you know,
Would you try
like
to play physical with him and jam him at the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, you know, that's what we got to do as a safety group. We got to get down there and challenge George. You know, he's a hell of a player. He's a hell of a tight end for a reason, so it'll be a great challenge for us, but we're ready for it.
All the best to you,
yes, sir, baby. Appreciate it.
All right, Rodney, so Jesse Bates wasn't going to give away the full game plan there.
But he hit on a lot of points.
He did hit on a lot of points, but Kittle in particular, what does he change most for Atlanta's defense?
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to see a matchup tonight of George Kittle against Bates, and I don't believe there's anybody on Atlanta's defense that can guard George Kittle. So I expect them to play a lot of zone, blitz, and try to get the ball out of Mac Jones' hands quickly, Coach.
Yeah, and he mentioned their new defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich. I talked to Jeff before the game. He said he had to learn this group, and what they do well is use their speed, so he has blitzed. He didn't blitz a lot in New York, but these guys love it. They love to go after the quarterback. That's what they want to do, but he said, just like Jesse Bates said, we are going to have to stop the run tonight. We know what San Francisco's
Yeah,
going to
one
bring.
of the bright spots for the Falcons has been middle linebacker Divine Diablo. They told me that he's the missing piece on their defense. He has to do a great job of defending Christian McCaffrey in open space, coaching the run as well as in the pass.
Yeah, San Francisco is leading the league in passing yards right now, but that's not their style. They want to run it. They want to pound it. They know they've got to get Christian McCaffrey going. I think that is going to be the key. Can this Atlanta defense bow up and stop them on those straight-ahead runs?
And if I'm the Falcons, I'm selling out on a run.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about Josh Allen running around like they did last week. Mac Jones, he is a statue. I'm coming after Mac Jones.
Atlanta, one of the biggest defensive turnarounds in the league. We're looking forward to seeing it in person tonight. Maria.
All right, appreciate it, Jack. We still got a tight one right now in Arizona. It's a 4-point game, Chris.
Yes, we do. We saw the fourth down conversion for the Packers. It led to this touchdown right here from Josh Jacobs. They're up 27-23. Arizona is in Green Bay's territory, though, threatening to score.
Yep, Josh Jacobs had a calf issue and an illness. It was a game-time decision. They needed him big time, had 2 touchdowns. We're keeping an eye as well in Denver, and we can see right now the Giants are moving the ball. Keep it posted.
Flick pass to Rice. Weapons everywhere. The sweet nectar of the end zone. You gotta earn it every week.
That's fine. We're still rolling, man. Stay with us.
Jay Blood, magnificent.
Premium performance, powered by the 3-row Acura MDX. Football Night in America is brought to you by Lowe's. Tackle your to-do list early to earn your Sunday.
A few familiar faces tonight for our FNIA team. Tony coached the 49ers GM John Lynch for 6 seasons in Tampa Bay. Did you know that? Look at Devin, Mac Jones, New England teammates.
What's up, Mac?
Yeah,
Come
you
on,
know that.
save the franchise for us, Mac.
Then Cindy. Al Shanahan. What are y'all, 13 years old?
No, we're in college.
They didn't get many dates.
It's right after a game.
Oh, Kyle doesn't want to see this, though. The 49ers struggling to get the run game going. They're 30th in rushing yards per game, last in yards per rush, and touchdown runs. In 2023, when they went to Super Bowl, you remember they were 5th in all of those categories. It's time for tonight's DraftKings Sportsbook 3-play. Matthew Berry, who do you have?
Yeah, Maria, all right, the guy's talking about, of course, all the different ways you can get Christian McCaffrey the ball. That versatility, especially when they're getting close, exactly why I'm starting my parlay with an anytime touchdown for CMC. You know what? Heading into this week, there's been only one player in the NFL who has touched the ball more in the red zone than Christian McCaffrey. So, yeah, I say he scores tonight for the 4th straight game. But, hey, the Niners aren't the only team with a superstar running back that's heavily involved in the passing game. I like the over on Bijan Robinson's receiving yards. You know, he's had at least 39 yards in every single game this year, but with no, except for one, and with no Fred Warner in the middle for San Fran, I expect the Falcons to take advantage of that by using Bijan as a receiver. Give me the over on his receiving yards. Finally, staying with the Falcons passing game, I say Drake London gets at least 5 receptions. Listen, I tell my daughters all the time, I want you girls to find somebody that looks at you the way Michael Penix looks at Drake London. London has a massive 33% target share this year. He's hit this number in 3 straight games. I say he does it again tonight. And that is my DraftKings 3-play, Maria.
All right, appreciate it, Matthew. Listen, we got an alert in this Denver game. Jackson Dart, this offense trying to get a win on the road.
Yeah, we got a little one-on-one situation, 3rd and 10. All right, Jackson Dart, as he's done all day, making plays by in time, throws the ball down the right sideline, gets pass interference at Riley Moss. I will say, it is a bad call. I don't agree with it, but I'll take it as a Giant fan.
I know you will.
All right?
You know you will.
And then I told you, what did I say before?
Okay.
We got Jay Dart.
You did say that.
And they're reviewing this. We don't know if it's a touchdown, but it does look like it is a touchdown. I think he got it in, for sure.
Still under review as we speak. Yeah, we'll let you know if it is a touchdown.
You'll hear me yell.
Yeah, I know. Right, we will not get through the highlight. All right, let's go to London, where Puka Nacua is not playing for the Rams. The good news for the Rams is they do not need him at all against the Jaguars in Wembley Stadium.
No, they did not need him today. Matthew Stafford, he's still got Devonta Adams and a lot of other supporting cast members that are really good. They can run the ball with Kyron Williams. And then look at that play right there. Matthew Stafford is so slick with the ball. What a throw, what a catch by Adams.
This is the first time we've seen a quarterback with 5 passing touchdowns in an international game, but Devonta Adams, yet again.
They might as well, one-on-one. I mean, and that one, too, like Stafford's falling over, and he just, like, throws it up, and then they catch it. Unbelievable. They dominated this football game.
Stafford, 12 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in the last 4 games. Yeah, they're walking away with the W. Someone tells me this is a Beatles.
It is a Beatles thing. We'll teach you all culture. Yes.
Abbey Road.
Yes. Abbey Road. But the Giants scored, just so you know.
Oh, they did? Okay, let's talk about it then.
And here it is. Touchdown, J Dart. Woo! There you go.
The J Dart legacy is being written as we speak. 31 seconds left. The Broncos will get the ball back. Oh, a missed PAT, though.
Oh, my gosh. We just refuse to make it easy.
Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel. All right, your turn, Devin. Patriots taking on the Titans. Mike Vrabel, he's back at his old stomping grounds. And remember, Brian Callahan fired on Monday, so our first time getting a look at Mike McCoy, the interim head coach.
And I don't know if there was a hotter team than New England Patriots. This is how they want to play. Got everyone involved. They were able to run the ball, and the great Drake May finding Hooper. That's called a head top.
Oh,
yeah.
The number 1 fan in the Drake May fan base right here.
May again, this time looking to Kayshon Boutte.
Kayshon Boutte, look at the catch, the fingertips. This is what you call strong hands. Work on your grip, young kids. That's how you catch a football.
May was 21 for 23, 222 yards, a couple touchdowns, 62 rushing yards as well in this one.
And the defense showed up. Cam Ward had some throws, a deep ball, but too many mistakes and turnovers. Chase on in for a touchdown. Patriots dominated today.
Yeah, they did. The best 7-game start since 2019. Mike Vrabel, how you feeling about getting that win at home? Oh, wait.
Hey, for coach and all Tennessee coaches, Coach Vrabel, we love playing for you. Appreciate it. Glad you're a head coach, and we love the coach.
I got it. Bring it up now. Hey, team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, you get the game ball for getting a win at your old home. Already with his 5th win in 7 games as the Patriots head coach, that's more than the Titans have in 24 games since firing Mike Vrabel after the 2023 season. It is time for tonight's PFT update brought to you by Google Pixel. Mike, what is the latest on Tennessee's head coaching search?
Well, Maria, the search for a new head coach has already begun. I'm told they won't use an outside firm. President of Football Operations Chad Brinker and GM Mike Borgonzi will lead the process. I'm also told that it will be an extremely calculated search. But look at all the changes that the Titans have made in recent years. Will coaching candidates who have options want that job? As one potential candidate said, I'd have a hard time going somewhere that isn't stable. And stable is not what the Titans have been under owner Amy Adams-Strunk. Maria.
Yeah, just judging by that graphic next to you, it's giving chaos. All right, Mac Jones, he's 3-1 as a starter for the 49ers. We'll see what he has for us tonight on Sunday Night Football. But coming up, don't go anywhere. Rodney's sitting down with Bijan Robinson.
San Francisco 49ers. Oh, yeah. Sunday Night Football. Showtime. Oh, we got it right now, bro. Let's go, baby.
And I'm floating and exploding on the scene. I got potential.
He slices into the end zone.
I'm at the top just when I wanna. And it's a matter of time, and I'm gonna.
Home run play.
First down.
They're having some fun right now.
This is Football Night in America.
You earned your Sunday. Let's go.
There he goes, all the way home.
You've earned your Sunday with Lowe's.
been locked in on this one. You got to tell me how the Broncos pulled off this win.
You already know, okay? Stop rubbing it in. But either way, the Broncos make the field goal here. But you see the Cortland Sutton, little jump ball, back shoulder, nice throw, does a good job hustling back into the middle of the field. Bo Nix spikes the ball, and here you see the field goal to break my heart.
Yeah, Will Lutz on the 39-yard field goal, straight through the uprights. It's good. Again, Denver was down 19-0 in this when they walk away with the win. Jack?
Maria, the New York Football Giants getting close.
He's back.
George Kittle, he is back. That is the headline for San Francisco. Over on the other side, Bijan Robinson, a man who's known to study the legends at his position, even watches their game film as part of his weekly routine, and he may be on his way to joining them fresh off a career-high 238 yards from scrimmage last week in that win over Buffalo. From rising star to superstar, and Rodney went to visit Robinson on Friday in Atlanta.
Bijan, your 81-yard touchdown last week, you don't even get touched till you're about 15 yards down the field.
To have an O-line and guys up front that can set up blocks for you. Casey Washington, our receiver, he made an unbelievable block, so I can just get around him. And then when I saw that last defender, I was like, nah, you can't let him tackle you. This is what's going to change your game, breaking that last tackle right here.
Why you keep looking back? Ain't nobody going to catch you. You keep looking back like, what?
No, I'm looking at 7, just to let him know, like, yeah, we in there.
Oh, okay, so you've been a little cocky. I like it.
Just, you know, just having fun with it.
Oh, my goodness.
We got to look at some of these running backs that you looked up to when you were growing up.
Yeah.
LaDainian Tomlinson. I see a lot of him in your game as well.
He's my favorite running back of all time. If you want to be a great running back, you need elite contact balance. You know, you can't go down off at the first hit. Just his lower half is just super strong.
Tomlinson forces his shoulder, reaching, touchdown!
Well, for me, the greatest running back of all time is Barry Sanders.
I watch his highlights before every game. For him to stay low and just impact to the ground and still making, like, unbelievable moves, like, he's the greatest cutter of all time. I don't care what anybody says.
You might be number 2.
I'm trying every day, man, but, like, I think he's top 5 offensive player of all time.
A guy that really reminds me of you, catching the ball out of the backfield, super smooth, and that's Marshall Faulk, Hall of Famer.
The guy. How he sets up defenders when he's running routes, and how he uses his eyes, how he manipulates them with his shoulders. I made a comment, Christian McCaffrey runs the best choice routes of all time, which I think he's like top 3, but he's definitely the guy that like runs the best choice routes, and he was the guy that like set that up.
Well, speaking of Christian McCaffrey, you get a chance to go up against your guy. Yeah. He can do everything.
Running backs that can be just as effective in the run game as they are in the pass game. That's what makes you an elite player. I train with him. I look up to him. He's the dual threat king. He's been for a long time. That's going to be a fun matchup, like playing up against him. I'm super excited.
And Bijan Robinson houses him.
How do you want to be remembered as a running back?
I want to be remembered as a guy that like changed the game, having a guy that you can just put at running back and be a threat, but then turn around and he's that receiver, just opens up everything else for the offense.
Bijan Robinson has announced himself as a superstar.
I could watch more of that. Rod, I'm curious, when you got in your car and started driving home, what was running through your mind about his personality?
I spent 32 years in NFL coach, and this is the most humble young man that I had an opportunity to sit down and talk to. And what I love about him is his appreciation for all the greats that came behind him. And when I look at him, Coach, he reminds me of, I think he's a combination of LT and Marshall Faulk.
He is, and you're so right about that as a person. Everybody I talk to in the Atlanta organization on this sideline, their scouts, the defensive players, the coaches, they talk about Bijan Robinson and what he's brought just energizing the building.
And he also takes a lot of pride in his receiving skills. He actually practices with the receivers. He goes in their meetings. So that's one aspect of his game he worked on this offseason. He said he wanted to get better at it.
Coach, where does he stack up amongst the greats in your mind's eye?
Well, I love him, and to me, he is like Marshall Faulk, but he's more powerful. He breaks tackles. He runs through inside plays a little bit better. I think, and especially the way they're using him, he is the featured guy of this team.
And he's extremely smart. He knows how to use his body, just like Marshall Faulk and LaDainian Tomlinson, to avoid some of those big hits.
And Coach, his quarterback, Michael Penix Jr., first time in his career that he has won 2 straight games. What have you seen from his development?
Well, he's a leader. He's talented, but I really think he feeds off Bijan Robinson. They come out, they attack you with the run, and that makes it easy. You get a lot of single coverage because you have to put the safety down the box, and he's attacking that really well, Rob.
Yeah, Bijan said Penix can make every single throw, and I think the game plan will be out. Run the football and take some shots at those safeties. Challenge the San Francisco 49ers safeties. That's the weakest part of their defense.
Yeah, Fred Warner out as well, Coach. How do you attack that absence?
Well, the San Francisco defense has to swarm. That's the only way they can make up for losing a great player like Fred. But I think the running back tonight that has the biggest game is going to win. Christian McCaffrey on the Niners sideline, he has to get going to keep the ball away from Bijan. And that
with no Fred, I'm sorry, Coach. With no Fred Warner, I'm playing both my backs, Tyler Algier, and I'm putting Bijan in the slot. So you always have that threat of that downhill run, but also they have to deal with Bijan catching passes in space.
You sound like you might be picking the Falcons.
What do you think? From Atlanta, you know?
I might be joining him, Coach. Let's send it back in to Maria Taylor.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. We can't show our hands too early. The Chiefs, they played a little bit earlier at 1 o'clock. In fact, Rashee Rice is back. Last played week 4 of last season. Remember, torn ACL last year, 6-game suspension. Looked like he didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, Maria, leading candidate for the biggest bludgeoning of the year. The Chiefs have their swagger back because they got Rice back. They found him early in this ball game. It was Rice on the first one, then coming right back to Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, just rolled out that red carpet. All of the pieces to the puzzle are there. Rice again, Coach. First career 2-touchdown game for him and a complete rout of the Raiders.
Why not the back shoulder when you get down in there close? Put it on the reel.
Yeah, how about this? It's the second straight game scoring at least 30 points for the Chiefs. Second career shutout for Andy Reid. And just take a look at what Patrick Mahomes was able to do. Again, did not play in the fourth quarter at all. The offense is rolling.
I've never seen numbers like that. 30-3 on first down, 42 minutes, time of possession. This is the National Football League.
Yeah, you should have seen Jason just refreshing his browser, trying to see if the numbers were right. They were right, Coach, okay? All right, Jonathan Taylor and the Colts putting on a show in SoFi Stadium against the Chargers.
Everything worked early for the Colts. They were throwing the ball, they were running the ball. This guy right here, Jonathan Taylor, all over the place, making plays. This offense is tough to stop.
Yeah, all over the place. Let's see Jonathan Taylor this time on a jet sweep, still doing the same thing.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor said, you thought I was done? I'm going to get another carry, find the corner of the end zone. The Chargers, we talked about this defense, they couldn't find a stop today.
3 rushing touchdowns today for Jonathan Taylor. 10 on the season, leads the NFL.
He's had 3 touchdowns multiple times this year in a game. Ridiculous, Jonathan Taylor. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, in fact, that's the 3rd time he's had at least 3 touchdowns in one game this season. And you see the Colts getting a victory. That's their 6th. That leads the NFL, which is more than impressive. All right, Chris, let's talk a little bit about Daniel Jones and what we're loving about what he is doing currently for the Colts.
Well, they have a ton of weapons. They have Shane Steichen, who's very creative. He makes the defense wrong almost every play. He has a lot of plays that start out looking the same that are different, and he knows how to tie plays together. And we're going to show some plays right here, right, Jason? The first one, they have the run game going, fake it up the middle, and then, yes, bring out Michael Pittman Jr. out the back door, easy completion, touchdown.
Shane Steichen attacks different ways. Find Tyler Warren in the middle of the field. Let's go take a shot down the field to Pierce. So many different ways they're attacking this defense.
No question. So you got intermediate guy Tyler Warren. You got the run game with Jonathan Taylor running the football. Daniel Jones can handle it all at the line of scrimmage. Alec Pierce, people got to start realizing he is one of the best deep threats in football. They're rolling right now, the Indianapolis Colts.
Shane Steichen and Daniel Jones, they're simpatico. They're on the same page.
Yeah.
Daniel knows exactly what Shane's talking about, and the execution has been flawless.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Jones, 23 for 34, 288 yards, a couple of touchdowns. We talked about what we saw Jonathan Taylor do. Is it just we just need to believe in the Colts now? Are you on the bandwagon? What do you think?
The Colts are legit. And from a defensive side, when you play against this offense, first thing you say is we got to stop Jonathan Taylor. But then you go out there and say, oh, it's a little harder than we thought. Then Tyler Warren's in the backfield. Then he's at tight end. Then they're throwing a deep ball. Then Pittman's coming out. It's just so many things. It's too hard to game plan coming into 1 week. And you see the way they're attacking defenses week after week after week. We got to start to believe in Daniel Jones.
Is this what you expected the Colts to be like when we started the season?
I did not expect them to be like that. Maybe the top threat to them right now is the New England Patriots.
Oh, we had to throw them in there somewhere. All right, guys, coming up, don't go anywhere. We got to show you exactly how we got to the ending between the Broncos. Were they playing right? And we have the Eagles highlight coming your way, too. I don't like how my team didn't help me out there. The Cowboys dominated. CeeDee Lamb came back. They got a big win over Washington. We'll have to give you an update on Jaden Daniels as well as we're getting you set for Sunday Night Football in Week 7.
to the Hyundai Sunday Night Kickoff.
These are the moments you dream of right here. These are the moments you dream of.
The Bay Area may begin its celebration earlier than anticipated.
I got it. Ready? This plays home for Super Bowl 60.
Nice touchdown!
You know, it's never too early to talk about the big games. And I like to talk with my hands.
High drama in favor of the mash unit.
This year's Niners team deserves a hand.
It is all over!
They're wounded, but they're wired for the hunt.
McCaffrey breaks the tackle!
CMC.
The return of the back, baby!
He's their right-hand man.
Here goes Robinson!
But on the other hand,
spins into the end zone!
Bijan.
What a run!
He got the mustard. Still, our offense cooks with a steady hand. We might be hurt, but we're inspired by history.
They are something to behold. But Jerry Rice can just do it all.
Look, if the boys need help, hey, I still got hands.
I love it. Listen, we have 111 days until Super Bowl 60. It's going to be right there in Santa Clara. Guess what? That's just 16 Sundays. I feel like Jerry Rice might have to suit up if we see any more injuries for the 49ers. Fred Warner is out for the season. Remember, he fractured his ankle. Nick Bosa was already out with that ACL. So the defense really dealing with injuries right now for the 49ers. All right, to get you caught up on what we've seen already in Week 7. Packers taking on the Cardinals. Jacoby Brissett, he is in for Kyler Murray, making his second start of the season.
Yeah, Jacoby leading that offense. They were moving, making it happen, making it tough on Green Bay early in this game. But then in this game, decide to go for it on fourth down. The Green Bay Packers take over a fourth down, finding Tucker Kraft for a big first down to get Green Bay going.
Yeah, gutsy call by Matt LaFleur. It certainly pays off. And then the Packers on the 1-yard line, Josh Jacobs doing the rest.
Our guy to stop down there inside the 5-yard line. Always falls forward. Did it right there. Josh Jacobs, really tough.
All right, we just showed you number 1, Micah Parsons. That's a little bit of foreshadowing.
This is why you bring Micah Parsons. Under a minute left in the game, him rushing 3 sacks, career high today for Micah Parsons. Really a big moment for him in his Green Bay career.
Add that to 9 pressures and a tackle for loss. Yeah. Meanwhile, on fourth down, just going for it the last chance. Brissett can't get it to go in the end zone. Incomplete. The Packers get the win in a back-and-forth game. Impressive on the road. We've been watching this game. We've been watching and talking about these Eagles. Remember, they lost 2 straight games. They got to right the ship. They got to get the offense going, right? Let's go to the first drive. We're going for it on fourth down.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni, aggressive call here. But this is one of the themes of the day. All day for Jalen Hurts to throw the football, and then it's A.J. Brown one-on-one, and that was a nice throw. Touchdown. Eagles get it going.
Yeah, 37-yard touchdown. Brown's first touchdown since week 3. All right, Carson Wentz starting against the team that drafted him in 2016.
Well, you'll see here, when Jalen Carter's in there, he's as good as anybody. He gets pressure on Carson Wentz. He doesn't see Jalen Hunt drop out of the defensive line. He gets the interception. Good hands for a defensive end.
Yeah, he takes the 42 yards for a touchdown. Pick 6 is good. And then the deep ball was working for the Eagles when they dialed it up.
The offense went dormant for a period of time, but this started it all again. Bombs away to Devonta Smith, 79-yard touchdown here, and it's like the Eagles found their footing and Jalen Hurts got hot all over again.
Longest career catch for Smith, and then A.J. Brown's like, hey, what about me? What about me?
Yeah, and again, you see the time. This was a theme all day. Jalen Hurts made some baller plays, buying time behind the line of scrimmage. This is a 3rd and 13 where you felt like the Vikings had momentum. Big time play by Hurts and A.J. Brown.
Later in that drive, it's going to be the same. Hurts and Brown again.
Yeah, a little post route, double post. Just get it in his vicinity. He's so big, he'll box out the defender. Touchdown, Eagles.
Hurts only 4 incompletions on the day. 3:05 to go. This is a big play for the Vikings.
Oh, this was a big play right here. Carson Wentz had some good moments in this game. Of course, he had some bad moments as well. This was close here.
Sure.
And I honestly thought it was a touchdown. I did. I know the ball touched the ground a little bit, but I don't know. But either way, they thought it was incomplete.
Yeah.
And
I think you lost a brownie to Jason on that one. That was
did.
The bet, right?
But I gained 2 more brownies.
Okay, there you go. Let's get some brownie points for Hurts and A.J. Brown.
What a call here. All-out blitz by the Vikings. They throw the slant and go. The defenders expecting the quick throw. Good throw by Jalen Hurts.
All right, listen, Devonta Brown had a really big day. So guess what? He got a FaceTime with Devin McCourty.
Tell me about the touchdown. You get the touchdown. What were you thinking? Was that something you guys called and you knew it would come up in the game? How did that all come about?
So when we was in a certain formation, they would bring the safety all the way down in the box and putting the other safety on the edge. And, there was nobody in the middle of the field. So, we was always talking about it on the sideline, and they having to call it, and big play.
All Eagles fans want to know, can we expect this for the rest of the season? 200-yard pass catchers, 300 yards in the air. Is this what we should expect out of this offense going forward?
Man, we're just doing whatever we can to win, man. If it's throwing for 300 yards, rushing for 200, whatever it takes, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, Eagles fans are like, yeah, that's what you're trying to do. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Look at this. These two pass catchers combined for 304 yards. Exactly what you want to see if you're an Eagles fan. What was your biggest takeaway from this one on the road for the Eagles?
For me, it's the same thing. This team is just more talented than other teams. It's not like we walked away from the game and we looked at all these cool designs. No, the Vikings showed pressure, and then when they were aggressive, Jalen Hurts calmly dropped back. He took what the defense gave him. If it was a shot, it was a shot. Slant, it was a slant.
When they're at their best, they're a matchup team. And so Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator in Minnesota, says, okay, we're going to stop Saquon and we're going to pressure it. And that leaves those guys isolated outside. And this is what happens. I felt like they got their swagger back. Sure. They got their spirit back. They were smiling, laughing, hitting each other. A lot like we saw last year when they made their run to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and listen, Brown, Smith, just 2 touchdowns through the first 6 weeks of play. They had 3 on the day today, so good to see them all hitting their strides. Meanwhile, we've got the Cowboys and we've got the Commanders. They're all looking up at the Eagles right now in the NFC. But guess what? CeeDee Lamb is back, and he's ready to go with his quarterback, Dak. So let's just start right there.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb early in this game, right down the middle. This allows you to have that look. And as a defense, we got to make the tackle. We're not looking at the ball. Like, what are we doing? CeeDee Lamb, he's about to celebrate with his guy, George Pickens.
Yeah, missed the last 3 games. You didn't think he was going to get one on. That one for 74 yards. And then Jaden Daniels with a touchdown run of his own.
Yeah, Commanders down early. Right before half, they go down, and Daniels finds the end zone. They're trying to keep it close.
Yeah, well, here we go. You want to keep it close? Don't look for Dak Prescott, because he's going to find his tight end when he can.
Dak Prescott playing so well right now. He has the answer to every test, finding Ferguson in the end zone.
Okay, now this is a moment you don't want to see if you're a Commanders fan on the strip sack on Daniels.
Yeah, Shumar Jones pressuring. There's nobody there to protect him. Daniels get hit. It looks like he got pulled down and came up with a left hamstring injury. He left the game.
Yeah, remember, he missed 2 games already this season with a left knee injury, and then he left this game with a right hamstring injury. Didn't return in this one, and Prescott returned to Ferguson again.
Yeah, this Cowboys offense was unstoppable all day. Another touchdown for Ferguson.
Then Marcus Mariota, he is in to spell Daniels, and tough times.
Yeah, this is not what you want to do here, Maria. At the end of the down, he just flips it out to the flat. Don't be late to the flat. Deron Bland is going to make you pay. This guy does it better than anybody in the National Football League.
And Dak Prescott, he really does love playing against Washington at home. He's 7-0, 20 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I mean, what? Little stunning numbers there, but yeah, that's he waits for the Commanders to show up in Dallas.
It's a bludgeoning.
Yeah.
It's a bludgeoning right there, Prescott. A bludgeoning.
All right, it is time for the All-State Good Hands moment. Chris, CeeDee Lamb's first game back, what impact did he have?
Well, this offense was awesome without CeeDee Lamb. Now with him and George Pickens, I mean, watch out. Pick your poisons. They're running the ball with Javonte Williams up the middle, but then underneath center, we know the quarterback is hot as can be, but these 2 weapons right here, of course, are going to stress the defense out. We got a little play-action fake, and then you can see down the middle of the field. This is Tampa 2. Bobby Wagner is supposed to be deep down the middle there. Unfortunately, he's not there. You see CeeDee Lamb's going to catch the ball. Marshawn Lattimore takes a bad angle on the football. Instead of breaking it up, goes for the interception. You heard Devin McCourty talk about it. Got to make a tackle. They're the most explosive offense in football with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb in the lineup, Maria.
Those were the All-State Good Hands moments. Do we agree the most explosive offense in football right now?
No doubt. So many weapons, and the guy running the show, his best trait, he aggressively takes what the defense gives him. He's done this throughout his entire career. When he has a shot down the field, he's going to let that thing rip. When they're playing out of there, he's going to find some of the other weapons. They're just really hard to stop.
No doubt. Dak Prescott playing the best at the quarterback position. Most explosive, though, I'm going with that Indianapolis Colts team that we just watched earlier.
Yeah, say it with your chest. Get the Colts fans excited. All right, we saw Jaden Daniels go down and leave the game with a hamstring injury. What's the latest on him, Florio?
Yeah, Maria, you mentioned earlier he missed 2 games earlier in the season with a knee injury in the left leg. This is the right leg. Hamstring, didn't return. I'm told that, at least for now, the early indications are it's nothing serious, but this is something we will surely be monitoring. It's Marcus Mariota as the replacement for Daniels if Daniels can't go.
All right, we'll be tuned to Pro Football Talk for the latest. All right, Matthew, back to tonight's game. It's time for Barry's Bet, brought to you by DraftKings.
Yeah, Maria, you heard me say in the 3-play how much I like Drake London tonight. So for my Barry's Bet, I'm taking the over on his receiving yards. I'm doubling down on Drake London. Look, he's gone over 100 yards in 2 straight games. I'm not worried about Darnell Mooney being back. Atlanta puts London in the slot quite a bit, and that is an area where the Niners really struggle. So yeah, give me Drake London over 72.5 receiving yards tonight.
DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to bet touchdowns, and new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the app and use promo code SNF when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
We're counting down to Sunday Night Football, and so far, the Falcons, they are 2-0 in prime time. Bijan Robinson hoping to have another big night. We'll see if he can do it against the 49ers, but they do get George Kittle back. Missed the last 5 games with a hamstring injury. His buddy, Kyle Juszczyk, caught up with Tony Dungy just moments ago.
Well, Kyle, you guys are playing an Atlanta defense that's fast and they blitz a lot. What do you guys have to do to neutralize that tonight?
Man, we just got to execute properly today. You know, we think about less about them, more about us. That's been something that we feel like has held us back. We just got to do exactly what we know we can do. Go out there, play a clean game, and things should take care of themselves.
And you have George Kittle back tonight. How does that help?
That helps tremendously. I mean, arguably one of the best players in the NFL. That is always going to add to your offense. We expect a lot of big plays from him tonight.
What is the one thing your unit on offense has to do to get this win tonight?
Man, we got to take care of the football. At the end of the day, it's boring. Nobody wants to hear that answer, but that's the truth. Whoever wins that turnover battle typically is going to win the game. So we got to take care of the ball.
All right. Well, good luck tonight. Thanks for stopping by. All right.
Thanks, Tony. It's time for Sunday Fun Day, brought to you by fabulous Las Vegas. Nothing boring about what happened at Empower Field at Mile High. Let's start with the Giants taking on the Broncos. Fourth quarter, the Giants have 19-8. Did anyone call for a tip drill?
I know. The Giants were dominating out of nowhere in the fourth quarter. Denver started playing, but Dart said, hold on, I'm going to tip this ball up to Robinson. Theo Johnson, I'm going to find you, go score. Celebrate.
Ooh. That just
nice
means,
one. Okay.
Chris, this is when you were like, no way we lose this one. There's no way.
Yes.
And the Broncos start out.
Yeah, it was a real struggle for Denver most of the game, but then this guy's legs, Bo Nix, he got him going. They're in striking distance.
Maria, this is when I thought maybe we could lose, okay?
This
right
is the
here.
moment.
Up by 10, under 5 minutes. The worst play of the day for Jackson Dart. Throws the interception, gives the short field to the Broncos.
And guess what? The Broncos are going to capitalize on this, Devin.
Just a nice play call right here, finding Harvey in the flat. 2 guys run by him. Maybe you should guard him. Touchdown, Denver.
Broncos cut the lead to 3. Remember, they were down 19-zip in this game, Jason.
Underneath 2 minutes, and Bo Nix using his legs down in close one more time. The old quarterback crack for pay dirt.
18-yard touchdown for the Broncos just over a minute ago. 4th and 19 for Jackson Dart.
Jay Dart magic right here. Does a good job. Wan'Dale Robinson just gets the first down, but gets it nonetheless.
Later on in the drive, Dart still trying to put together a little bit of magic on the deep throw.
Yeah, Dart buying time, moving left, then comes back to the right. Likes to throw down the field, but not on Riley Moss. Look at this coverage flag. He's turning, he's finding the ball, he's knocking it down. That's great defense. Refs make mistakes too, though.
Poor DB.
Yeah, that's a DPI right there. Next play, Dart's just going to keep it.
Yeah, there's something to this Jackson Dart guy. They go quarterback power, and he reaches across that goal line. Look at his juice this guy's got. His teammates love him.
Yeah, but they missed the extra point on this one. The very next play, here's Nix to Sutton.
Boom, Sutton, back shoulder, sets up the field goal.
Here's how it sounded.
An attempt of 39 yards for the win. Snap, placement, kick on the way. It is good! Bronco players celebrating like they just won a home playoff game. And why not?
It is oh so good. The Broncos walk away with the victory. Listen, it's time for America's Picks. We don't even have time to get to anything else. Brought to you by Verizon. America, 52% of you are going with the Falcons. And, ooh, San Francisco 49ers. Jason Garrett, tell me why.
I got 3 words for you. CMC. Okay, he's going to take the challenge of Bijan Robinson coming down and show him who's the most versatile running back in the National Football League.
That sounds like a challenge for Bijan. Okay, we'll see if the Falcons can get their 3rd straight win. 49ers trying to keep pace with the Rams in the NFC West. We're going to take a break and see you at halftime.
This has been the Hyundai Sunday Night Kickoff. Spanish language audio provided by Telemundo Deportes. Or watch tonight's game in Spanish on Universo.